Alright, so today we're going to map out places we've been in Python using Jupyter Notebooks and the Folium package. And you see here, these are different countries that I visited throughout my time. So if you want to do this yourself with your countries, I'll show you how to do it. So to start off, I just want to give credit to the Python Visualization over here for this GitHub repo. I took some examples from here to read up on how to do this, and we're actually going to pull a data file down from this site to be used on this project. And I'll put the link in the description just for easy reference. Alright, so to go ahead and get started, we'll head over to our Jupyter Notebook. Alright, so here we are at our notebooks, and since we're going to deal with the Folium package, we're just going to import Folium. We're also going to deal with JSON, so we're going to import JSONs. And then we're going to pull from the website for the GitLab repo, so we're going to import requests. And then since I love my pandas, we're going to import GeoPandas. And then we're going to go ahead and run this. Now, if you get an error or something that says you don't have the package, you can do a pip install. And to do that, you just type in the exclamation mark, pip install, and then the package, and then run it, and then we'll install it. But mine's already installed, so I don't need to do that. So the next thing we want to do is we want to get our data from the GitHub site, and I showed you it was the Python visualization before. We're going to pull the examples data, and that's the URL. I just copy and paste because I didn't feel like copying it in. And these are going to be our world countries, and then I'm going to type this in, and I'm just going to put that in for the link. And then I'm going to put slash, and I'm going to put world countries .json. And then I'm going to close that up. And then I'm going to format, and then I'm going to go with the URL. And that way, the URL right here is going to go here. Now, realistically, I could have just took this right here and just added to the end of that, and I wouldn't really need this, but I'm just doing it this way. That way, if I need to, let's say I wanted to look at a different download package from the site or a different file, I could just change it right here. So the next thing that I want to do is I'm just going to select my world countries, and I want to put that in a GeoPanda. So I'm going to do that by reading in the file, and that's going to be my world countries. Then I'm going to run that, and that's going to download world countries from this GitHub site, and it's going to read it in GeoPandas. So now that it's in GeoPandas, we're just going to display the data really quick. We're just going to look at the first 5 records. So down here, we notice we have Afghanistan, we have Anglo, Albania, and we have the IDs over here. So what I'm going to end up doing when I map mine out, I'm going to map this out by IDs. So to do that, I'm just going to go WCID and name my variable. I'm going to make a list. And if you don't know where your country is, you can look it up in here. I know what countries codes that I want already, so I'm just going to put in USA, and then I'm going to put in probably Panama. Let's see, Egypt. And then we're going to put in, I guess, Thailand. Then we're going to put in Afghanistan, Kuwait, and then we're going to put in, let's see, guitar, and then we're going to put in, we'll put in, let's see, Kuwait, we'll put in Iraq, and then after color, we'll put in Italy, we'll put in, we'll put in Great Britain, and we'll put in Ireland as our countries. So then, those are the countries that I'm in. But if I just look at the WC data frame of all the countries, so I need to filter out on these countries. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make my world countries, and then I'm going to look at WC for the world countries GeoDataFrame, and then I want to specifically look at the world countries, and I want to do ID. And what I'm looking for is I need those IDs to be in my WC ID list. So basically, I'm taking the ID, like here, and I'm checking to see if that ID is in this list. And if it is, I'm saving the whole data frame back to my WC. So I can hit Shift Enter, and I can look at my WC, and I'm just going to copy and paste that. And then those are my countries right there already listed out. And we have the polygons and the multi-polygons too, and that's what's actually good to draw the lines around the country. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I want to define my style. And as you noticed earlier, we have the outline. But what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to make my fill, and I want my fill this time to be red. So I'm just going to change my color, and I'm going to change that to red. And that's going to make my fill inside my polygons red. So the next thing we want to do is we want to define my map, and it's a Folium Map. And what I found out that kind of works really good is location equals 2010. And then we're going to kind of do a zoom on this. We're going to start that at 2. So what this is going to end up doing is just going to show the whole world map in a nice frame. So it's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. And the next thing we want to do is we want to go to the Folium, and since this is in the GeoJSON, and then these are really JSON files up here with these polygons and multi-polygons. So we're going to read those in, and we're going to read in my WC, which is my world countries, which are just these right here. So just these countries. Then, since I changed my style to red, I want to change that style. It's just a style function, and we're going to equal, and that's going to be a lambda function. And what we're going to do is we're going to loop through the style for every time it's read in, and the style again is going to be up here where it's red. Alright, so now we have the style there. The last thing we have to do, obviously, we have to add it to, and we're adding it to my map. And then from there, we're going to have to declare my map for display. So once that's done, we hit Shift Enter, and we can scroll down here, and then these are all the countries that I've been to. And if I wanted to like look closer, so if I wanted to scroll in, I can scroll in and look at Italy, for example, and it'll just show you the outline of the country, and we can scroll back out and scroll in any country we want. So if I wanted to go down here, and then this would be the outline of Thailand. And we can just scroll back out, and we have everything listed up there we can actually see. And that's pretty much it. I'm talking about it's pretty simple. So, if you guys make one, I'd love to hear the countries you've been and what you think of those countries in the comments below. Thank you, and have a good day. And please like and subscribe if you're still here.